Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Tarek Skubal. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Yandy Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Ball.
And another ball. And a strike in there.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup with an excellent arm on the mound. Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Brandon Lau, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
I think you're sitting off speed there.
Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Green looks it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting third baseman, Junior Caminero.
2 down, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. The Rays strike first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Now, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And delivers outside. The pitch. And now it's filled up. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Danny Jansen to hit here. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Low off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Two outs. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back at Comerica Park. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan. How about a report on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting second.
Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Gleyber Torres.
Right through there for a strike. McClanahan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. And a strike to Gleyber.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
One down, base is empty.
2-2 the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And that one is lifted in the air. Low makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Batting third.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And Chris, it's a bit shocking to see such a lefty-heavy lineup against a left-handed starter.
Yeah, but on this one, I wouldn't second-guess the manager just yet, Boog. You know, in 2024, Bryce Harper, Yordan Alvarez, Steven Kwan, and Kyle Schwarber all hit significantly better against left-handed pitchers than they did against righties. Sometimes lefty on lefty doesn't necessarily favor the defense.
Riley Green stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That misses, and a count 2-1. There's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Up and in, 3-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Gone, and to the deepest part of the park. He hammers one out to center. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. Thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off. And I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Tied up here in the early going.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ball.
Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. That one missed.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one ripped. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back.
Leading
all
off
set for
for
the
the
start of
Rays,
the inning.
the
And stepping
designated
in for the
hitter,
Rays, Christopher Morel. Skubal back to work. And a foul ball. Just missed.
Inside, ball 2.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting 7th, shortstop Jose Caballero.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And there's a foul ball. That one the other way. Sweeney. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Rays. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Detroit, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Matt Vierling. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
That one not close. And the count even 1-1. Into center. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colton Keith. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
The 0-2. On the ground, 2 ball. Acrobatic throw for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Chase Young.
And up next for Detroit, Jace Young. Yeah, that's fouled off. Liner, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
2 on, 1 out. And now Jake Rogers. That's in there. Strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Keith, the lead runner at second. Young over at first with 1 away. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And next up for the Tigers, Trey Sweeney. That one finds the zone. 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Outside. And it's 1-2. Stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes. but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is down low.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs, and they're all loaded up.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Next to hit, Parker Meadows. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. The run scores all the way from first, and they're up by 3.
How about that? Clears the bases. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So runner at second, 2 down. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That misses the zone. Ball well.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to short. Over to Diaz. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Top half of the third inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
In for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Baseman, Brandon Lau.
Lau at the plate. Lau getting the start at second, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. That's a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. And there's a ball. Fastball for a strike.
2-2 to count. Count is 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And down on strikes. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Riley Green.
Left fielder, Riley Green.
There's the strike.
Now, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2. Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Carpenter at the plate now. That's ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
On the ground, Caballero. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Matt Vierling.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back at Comerica Park, new inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. First pitch, and he just misses. Strike 1.
Ball, that's out.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Low. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Caminero aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Nobody out, runner at first. Outside corner, got him looking. Now it's Jansen in.
Catcher, Danny Jansen.
Swings and misses, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Ball 2.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So they make sure. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Colt Keith. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Young.
And next to hit for Detroit, Jace Young. Singled and scored his first time. Ball 1 there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering upstairs. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Close, but called the ball. And the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't
catcher,
offer at it.
Jake
Now he has somebody to worry about
Rogers.
over at first.
So a man at first. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. Walked his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 48, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Rasmussen, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That misses the zone. 1-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And that's too high.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Tigers leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the DH, Christopher Morel. Skubal back to work. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Keith pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Now, Jose Caballero. Fly to left his first time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The Rays trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for Tampa
And the
Bay,
batter now,
left fielder,
Richie Palacios.
Palacios.
0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rays held in check here, and they trail it 4-1. New pitcher now, number 48.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Now at the plate, Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows.
Well struck left field. Way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1.
Same first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Good take by Torres.
Well, these Tigers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's outside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 3.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Riley Green.
Now here is Riley Green. He's already homered here in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Fouled off left side. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
So 2 down now, and here is Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And downstairs.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a 4-pitch walk.
First base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vierling stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one is absolutely belted way back there. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So up next, Colton Keith. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Breaking ball misses down and away. Late with the swing there. Runner at second, 2 down. The other way, and that's just foul. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 5 innings complete. Tigers 6, the Rays 1. Back here in Detroit, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca. In the air, out towards right center. Corrals it. 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Back to the top of the lineup, Yandy Diaz now. Diaz in his 7th season, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next one is off the play, and it's 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one inside, and that's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, they opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
Let's get 2 here.
Foul ball. Diaz over at first with 1 away. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. In the dirt. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now a chance for Junior Caminero. He's already homered in this game. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Way high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. Tigers 6, the Rays 1. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Jace Young. Ball 1, no strikes. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Manuel Rodriguez getting loose out there. Rasmussen also getting ready. Next offering upstairs. In there at the knees for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Now it's 3-2.
We got a full count. 3-2.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So digging in, Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Sweeney in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Tigers are shut down there. They lead it, though, 6-1. Top of inning number 7. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
And a strike on the outside edge.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And now Danny Jansen.
Catcher, Danny Jansen.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Tigers leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. And now it's even up.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. On the ground to third. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a ball popped up. Young. Nabs it. And that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's going to be Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows.
Just missed. And there's a strike. And that one is inside. Line to left. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Here
Second
is
baseman,
Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber
0 for 3 in
Torres.
this one. That's in there. Meadows gets his lead at first with nobody out. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Caminero. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Riley Green.
So up next, Riley Green. Fastball for a strike. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. That one missed. That's out to center field. DeLuca snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Next is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ball.
In the dirt. That's
Ball,
off the
that's
mark.
outside.
Now 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. In the air, center field. And that's the inning. One left for Detroit. They still lead it, though, 6-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for
back,
the
and a new
Tigers.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Tommy
43.
Canley.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Shortstop,
and stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. Just missed.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. You really can't pin it on one player because we've seen soft contact up and down this lineup. It's time to make some adjustments because this approach is just off.
Torres fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Has grounded out a couple of times.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each guy. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. One down, base is empty.
Nope.
Movement in the bullpen. Johnny Brebbia getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton getting loose as well. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a good eye there.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 down.
Now batting,
Johnny
the
DeLuca next to hit for the Rays.
DeLuca.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. DeLuca tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Just missed.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Fought off foul. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will
now
produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the
Diaz.
best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes outside. DeLuca, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just off the outside edge. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Now 3-0.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Lau.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Brandon Lau. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way outside, 2-2. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
You got this.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two on, 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Here come the rally caps. It's late, but it's far from over.
That one fouled off. Two outs. Swings through that one.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. And there's a ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's outside. Josh Lowe waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
And they'll do it again. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Drew Rasmussen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling.
Right fielder, Matt Vierling.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's outside.
Nope, that's inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's to third, and it stays fair.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So man aboard, and up next for Detroit, Colton Keith. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Manuel Rodriguez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one is downstairs. 1-2 to count. That one the other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting third baseman.
So digging in, Jace Young. First pitch doesn't find the zone. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The other way, takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard but foul. Two on, 1 out. A little bit high, and that's ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Next offering is down low. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Sweeney in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Up the middle, Caballero. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Tigers strand a pair. They lead it 6-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Johnny Brebbia.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Right fielder,
now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Brebbia in his 8th season, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Tigers bullpen with some action. Tyler Holton getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Brisky, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, caught. It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now here is Danny Jansen. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
All 1's the count.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. That's down and in. The Tigers leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Now only one out remaining. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So it's their last chance in this one. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on. Slice down the right side. Ball to strike. The pitch. They're down to their final strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
One strike away. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.